marsconsolegamer. Hey, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered fans! Finally, there is a new update for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, and it is huge. This 1.2 update is around 5 gigabytes on consoles. This patch brings gameplay and performance, as well as other improvements. Here are the update 1.2 patch notes for July 16. Settings changes. We've added additional difficulty settings to allow players to further tune their player combat damage and enemy combat damage. Players can now select from Novice, Apprentice, Adept, Journeyman, Expert, and Master options in the gameplay menu. We hope the Journeyman setting, specifically, will act as a better bridge between Adept and Expert for players. UI. Fixed map markers disappearing. Fixed missing punctuation in simplified Chinese text. Fixed toggle all button on map screen to work as a hold. Various fixes were made to localize text. Fixed controller issues in spell-making menu. Fixed menus being cropped incorrectly in 1280 by 1024. Fixed the incorrect player stance in the inventory menu after fast travel. Fixed rebinding keys for lockpicking. Fixed keybinds not updating in Azerty. Fixed soft lock with controller in enchanting menu. Fixed stats not updating when equipping enchanted items. Fixed a character skin glitch when closing the inventory menu. Crashes. Fixed crashes that could occur while fighting Gigabytes. Fixed crashing when killing a paralyzed NPC with an arrow. Fixed crashing when paralyzing an already paralyzed NPC. Fixed crashing in spellmaking menu when rapidly removing and implementing effects. Fixed various GPU crashes. Fixed crashes that could occur during autosaves. Audio. Fixed underwater SFX persisting after exiting water. Fixed missing ambient SFX in Shivering Isles. Quests. Fixed NPCs floating after being knocked down during Priory of the Nine quest. Fixed crashing when entering Flooded Mine during Final Justice quest. Fixed pathing for Shayleys in Flooded Mine during Final Justice quest. Fixed crashing when opening Gate to the Fringe during retaking the Fringe quest. Fixed mages loading without clothes in Fort Ontus during the Necromancer's Amulet quest. Fixed NPC pathing issues in Gardens of Flesh and Bone during Through the Fringe of Madness quest. Fixed missing VFX during the closing of the Great Gate. Fixed Ilav Dralgunar's missing facial animation during Saving Time Itself quest. Fixed Sir Threedit's speech during Umaril the Unfeathered quest. Fixed NPC pathing issues during Baiting the Trap quest. Fixed obelisk crystals spawning disconnected during Baiting the Trap quest. Fixed crash at end of Through a Nightmare Darkly quest. Fixed wall crumbling in Malada during Nothing You Can Possess quest. Fixed misaligned food at the Castle Lyowen County Hall dinner party during Sanguine quest. Fixed an issue with visibility of ghosts during Ghosts of Vitharn. Fixed cutscene not playing during Light the Dragonfires. Fixed missing textures in Cropsford campsite after finishing Goblin Trouble. Performance. Fixed framerate drop in Deep Scorn Hollow. Fixed framerate drops in Blackrock Caverns. Fixed framerate drop between Skingrad and Skingrad Castle. Fixed framerate drop south of Bravil Castle Courtyard. Reduce the frequency of hitches in the open world. General improvements to frame time in many locations. Optimize updating of character attachments. Optimize rendering of water volumes in the open world. Optimize light-shadow updates in several layers. Optimize waterfall particle effects and rendering. Optimize the weather system. Optimize the character animation system. Gameplay. Fixed player character height scaling. Fixed armor items hiding Argonian and Khajiit tails. Fixed slow camera movement when initiating NPC dialogue. Fixed soft lock when a player with a high bounty goes to jail. Fixed orrery animations. Fixed physics bug with floating necklaces. Fixed vampire sleeping animations. Fixed NPC beards not following facial animation. Fixed ghost NPCs being completely invisible. Fixed missing animation when talking to Shamata in Leoween. Fixed occasional very long load times when fast traveling. Fixed missing facial animation for Snack Grabura. Fixed falling unconscious in water preventing player from getting up. Fixed NPCs losing collision when swimming. Fixed NPCs stopping combat when player is blocking. Fixed female Dremora teeth clipping. Fixed soft lock after choosing player class. Fixed amber weapons clipping in first-person view. Fixed vines clipping into columns. Fixed helmets clipping into player character's head. Fixed missing textures on Daedric statues. Fixed duplicated pages between Ogma Infinium and Mysterium Zarks. System. Fixed flickering shadows when using X upscaling. Fixed title properly restarting after purchasing the deluxe upgrade on PC. Fixed settings properly migrating between PC and Xbox. Fixed water disappearing after fast travel. Fixed cursor slowdown when enabling high frame rate VSync. Fixed shaders not preloading due to cloud save replication. Fixed long blackout during loading screens. Fixed weather VFX flashing while outside. Fixed motion blur artifacts while in the Oblivion plane. Fixed NPCs not obeying the wait action from the player. That's it for this update. Have fun playing The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for more updates on games, gameplay of new and older releases, console hardware, and various art.